to Owls for children of 7 and over. I've got two fantastic books for you this month, really super, great contrast to each other. The first is one of the Letters from an Alien Schoolboy series, and this is called Cosmic Custard, and this is by Ros Asquith. And the second is called Lost Christmas, and this is by David Logan. In the first book, Letters from an Alien Schoolboy, Cosmic Custard by Ros Asquith, the first of the series was just called Letters from an Alien Schoolboy, and it was absolutely fantastic, introducing all the characters with great adventures. In this book, Cosmic Custard, the characters from the aliens are, well, they think they're on their way back to their homeland and they're very relieved about that, but suddenly they find that they have to come back to Earth. Oh no, poor things. They don't have a very high opinion of Earthlings at all. They think some pretty awful things about those of us who live on Earth. Anyway, from fairly near the beginning of the book, a little bit about coming back to Earth. Flyzoop, the worst pilot since the Big Bang, was flying our spaceship back to Far at well over the 3 gazillion light years per second speed limit, as usual. I was just hoping we wouldn't get stopped for speeding when the in-flight panic signal told us something was wrong. Enemy approaching, reverse at once into 4th dimension, bleeped our trusty robot. Flyzoop lost his head as soon as he heard Bert. He flung up his suckers, whimpering, "I surrender, they made me do it." The door imploded and 6 savages dribbling luminous slime burst in, followed by customs officials pointing those weapons that can vaporise all 4 of your heads at once. "Citizens of Far," snarled the chief, "you are a disgrace to the name of his holy roly-poliness, the Emperor. You have betrayed his mighty cause and landed yourselves in the soup. We have reason to believe you have an illegal earthling on board." The chief spotted Susan cowering behind Bert and yanked her out. "Ha! Just as we thought, a puny specimen. The worst kind too, from England." It really is absolutely hilarious, this book, the adventures that Flaugui and his family and friends have. It really makes you look at things in a different way. I think you will laugh from beginning to end if you read this. Absolutely fantastic. The second book, as I say, a great contrast. This is Lost Christmas by David Logan. This is the most beautifully written book. It is absolutely fantastic. There's a young boy called Goose, and something happens one Christmas Eve that is going to absolutely change his life completely. The following year to the day when this happens, he meets a rather strange character called Anthony, who doesn't seem to know much about himself, but he seems to know an awful lot about others. Now, Goose has lost his absolutely adorable dog Mutt, and he doesn't know what he's going to do, without him. And he thinks maybe he's going to have to rely on Anthony to help him find his dog again. So he's going to have to put his trust into him. From the very beginning of the story, the first chapter is called Last Christmas, and this is, as I say, the very, very beginning. Goose woke to the distinct sound of a dog barking. It wasn't much of a bark, more of a yip that belonged to a small dog. A puppy! And not so distant, actually close, very close, in his house close. He heard it again, pushed himself up on one elbow and listened. His wild, all-over-the-place hair stuck out all over the place. Goose had big, green, soulful eyes. Right now they made him look cute. A few years from now they'd be the sort of eyes that made girls go weak at the knees. His mum said that to him all the time, which made him cringe. "Girls suck," he would say, and he meant it. His mum would smile, that all-knowing smile grown-ups have that means I know something that you don't because you were only 10. Goose hated that smile. He hated being patronised. Most of all, he hated the fact that he suspected she was right. There was something he was missing. Things were so much simpler when he was 9, he thought. This is an incredible book. It really is, as I say, beautifully written. It's very, very tender. It's full of love and thought. And I think it will make you really think. It's the sort of book that when you've finished it, you find yourself sort of thinking about it, for ages afterwards, wondering what's happening. And it also makes you want to go straight back and read more of it again. Even if you don't go back to the beginning, you can always sort of dip into it and find the bits that you really enjoyed. The characters are wonderful, absolutely amazing. And the way that Anthony has been drawn is just incredible. I do hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you will enjoy the activities that I've written to accompany these books, which you can print out from the website.